Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Tassos Kalimos. Happy to join you guys for another edition of NBA Player Prop Parlay right here on the Guy Boston Sports YouTube channel. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend so far. If you watched yesterday's video, we just missed the mark on our Freaky Friday big money play. 5-leg parlay plus 1654 odds. 4 out of 5 legs hit. The one leg that we missed was Nikola Vucevic over 2.5 assists. We missed it by 1 assist. He finished with 2. So very, very unfortunate. But what that does tell me is that we are close. We are on the money for the most part with our props. We did hit the other 4. So let's carry that momentum in today. Let's hope for a better result today. I have a 2-leg parlay. Going to take it a little down. Yesterday, we had a 5-leg parlay for plus 1654 today. We're bringing that down to 2 legs. Lower odds, but we're looking for a nice clean hit here to hopefully give you guys a little extra cash when you guys are betting for football or whatever else you guys are doing with your weekend. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off, guys, the first leg of our 2-leg parlay, we are targeting the Orlando Magic Oklahoma City Thunder game, which kicks off at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going with Paolo Banchero of the Orlando Magic under 35.5 points plus assists. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and kick this over to the Outlier screen. If you guys don't know what Outlier is, they are the sponsor of today's video and all of my player prop parlay videos here on the Guy Boston Sports YouTube channel. They are the best sports betting tool on the market. And when you use our special link in the description below, you get a 7-day free trial to check it out for yourself. There's so much data, so much stuff to help you guys properly pick your props. And I cannot recommend it enough. That's why the best way for me to do an ad read really is just to show you guys how to do it. So all the information you're going to see in today's video for these props, you can access it, of course, on your own, by yourself, along with thousands of other props when you use the link in the description below. Again, 7-day free trial when you use our link. So here we go. First prop, first leg of our parlay. We have Paolo Banchero under 35.5 points plus assists. You see that we are getting that right now on DraftKings at minus 125 odds. This prop is available across multiple sports books. You see FanDuel, Caesars, and BetMGM. You look at the last 10 games, he's hitting this at a 70% rate. 7 of his last 10 games, he has hit this under of 35.5 points plus assists. And if you continue to stretch this data out, it still paints the same picture. You look at this as his last 20 games, 70% hit rate. And you go through the 2023 season as a whole, stretch it even farther. He's hit this in 32 out of 38 games this season. That's an 84% hit rate on this under. And if you want to look back to last year, 96% hit rate, 69 out of 72 games last year. He hit this under, and again this year he's hitting it at a little bit of a higher frequency, but still 84% hit rate on this under, which is what we really like to see. And when you even go a little bit deeper into the stats, look at the head-to-head numbers. On the 2 times that he's faced off with the Oklahoma City Thunder last season, he cashed this under. So a lot of good data there. And just to help our case out even more, if you look at the right side of the screen here, you will see the Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the better defensive teams in the NBA against the small forward position. You see they give up the second fewest points to small forwards and the second fewest assists to small forwards. So that's really good for us. So only giving up about 18 points and 3 assists per game to small forwards of opposing teams, which is really good for us. So a really good spot here for the first leg of our 2-leg parlay. And one last note on this prop, guys. If you look at the bottom of the screen here, one of the cool features of Outlier is they give you an insights tab, which is where they find professional insights for the games. Some of these can be very vague or very open. Some of them can be very specific, like this one. Paolo Banchero has failed to exceed 35.5 points plus assists in 15 of his last 20 games on the road, an average of 29.1 points plus assists per game average on the road. So that is something to consider. They are on the road here in OKC. A lot of great data, a lot of great trends to follow here that makes me really love this prop. So that's what we're going with for the first leg here. All right, guys, for the second leg of our parlay, we're targeting the Pelicans-Mavericks game, which kicks off at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going with Kyrie Irving of the Dallas Mavericks, another under here, 39.5 points plus assists. We're going down under here on our Saturday parlay. Sorry, that was pretty bad. He has covered this in 8 of his last 10 games, though, 80% hit rate. Now, he did hit this in his last game on January 11th against the Knicks. He had 44 points and 10 assists, and he also hit it on January 7th against Minnesota, 35 points and 5 assists. So 2 of his last 3 games, he hit the over. I'm still not concerned with it. He has hit it in 8 of his last 10 games, and when you keep stretching, again, same thing with the Paolo Banchero prop. Just keep stretching the data out, and the picture still stays the same. You look at the last 20 games, he's covering it at an 80% hit rate. And you look at the 2023 season as a whole, he's hitting it at an 83% hit rate. 19 out of 23 games this season, he has cashed this under. And you look at, he has never done it back-to-back. There's usually kind of a space in between. You look at 2022, just for last year as a reference, still 75% hit rate on this under. He covered it in 45 out of 60 games. You see a little bit more there, a little more frequency there, but that was, of course, when he was with the Brooklyn Nets. So different team, different situation. But you look there, once he started to go over to Dallas, you saw he wasn't really hitting this number all that much. So I did want to show you guys this because this is also very interesting. Looking at the injury report here, a lot of guys, game time decisions, a lot, the Pelicans are playing on a back-to-back. Zion has already been declared out for this game. For the Mavericks, no Luka Doncic, no Dante Exum, a couple other game time decisions there. So a lot of things in the injury report that could be affecting this, but just in case that worries you a little bit here, this is, for this season, what it looks like when Kyrie Irving plays and Luka Doncic does not. So only 3 times this season has Kyrie played and Luka didn't. He still cashed this under in 2 out of the 3 times. The last game versus the Knicks, Luka was out and he hit the over. You look at the first 2 to January 5th, he still cashed the under. And you look here on December 1st of 2023, he cashed the under. And guys, when you look at the head-to-head data, 2 of the last 3 times that Kyrie has faced off against New Orleans, he has cashed the under. And the 2 times they played this season, he hit the over the first time they played on November 12th, but the second time they played on November 14th, he failed to cash it. And you look at the right side of the screen here, New Orleans, they are one of the best defensive teams in the NBA against the point guard position. They are top 5 in the league. They give up the 4th fewest points allowed to the point guards of opposing teams, and the 5th fewest assists allowed per game to opposing point guards. So great defensive matchup here for us for the under. I know some people might be a little leery because of the fact that Luka's out and the Mavs have injuries, but again, I think it won't really affect too much here. The Pelicans, solid defensive matchup, and Kyrie Irving has been cashing this under consistently all year long, and even last year too. So that is the second leg of today's parlay. And so guys, we look over to the right side of the screen here. You see both of our legs on our ticket. You get plus 237 odds here on DraftKings, and right here, if you pull the drop down menu, you can see what this parlay would look like on other sportsbook. You'll see on FanDuel, you get this at plus 222, on Caesars plus 223, and on BetMGM you get the same as it is on DraftKings plus 237. So that is today's parlay, guys. That is it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Yesterday we did really great viewership. I'm glad, guys, everybody, you guys are liking the videos and enjoying it and rioting or fading, whatever you're doing. I really appreciate it. Again, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers. Until next time, guys, I hope you're all winners. Enjoy your Saturday.